Welcome back to week number 5, year number 13 for them Cascade Valley Coyotes. Now this week we face a 2-1 South Carolina team, which I'm not honestly like super nervous about, but we do have some recruits visiting, and after Kentucky's game last week, I am nervous about maybe more than I should be, but I think we're fine. Now South Carolina's best player is Gary Heisman, which is a name that I'm glad he's not on my team because that is difficult for me to say. Legend Samra. Wow, they just have all the difficult names to pronounce right now. Samra has 88 speed, 91 overall. He's a senior. We struggled last week against a fast quarterback. We'll see what happens this week. They've got a good offensive line, it looks like right now. They have Marcus Johns behind Samra, who's another guy that is very talented. And so if their starter goes down, looks like he can step it up. More of a pocket quarterback than kind of anything else, but still very elite. At halfback, they got Marquez Salyer. They have Mark Mayfield Jr. Both these guys seem to be pretty good. Pretty much the same kind of skill level overall, but Mayfield is the faster running back of the two. And then a wide receiver, Colton Christoph. They're going to have Omaine Hawkins. They have Evan Hunt. I can't pronounce any of your names. I'm sorry. Now, this week, we have a couple guys visiting. We have Miles Jack Cardila, Ian Scaife Jr., and Lloyd Griffin. These guys should all be pretty much locked up, I think, after this week. Maybe one of them not so much. But I think for the most part, at least 2 out of the 3 should be committing unless we do something crazy. The unfortunate news we have, though, is that Ty Leckie has decided to go to Auburn, which means that next year we are going to absolutely make sure that we destroy Auburn, because I hate when people don't come to our school. If you're thinking, well, maybe that's no big deal. No, it is a big deal. 97 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 juke move, 99 spin move. This guy was different, and he's not coming here. I hate him. That being said, we did get ourselves a recruit in Mr. Corey Loads, free safety, 79 overall, 92 speed, 81 tackle. He's got pretty good press for a free safety, in my opinion. His coverage is okay. Again, not a day one starter by any stretch of the imagination, but will be a guy that plays for us at some point. As for the rest of our guys, Jack Cardila, we're the #1 driver seat for him. A lot of teams have offered him scholarships, but nobody's really got him a visit. Maybe we don't lock him up after this week, but I think it puts us in a really good spot. Nave, we're climbing up the board now for him. Williams, we're doing pretty well. We're almost in that spot where Florida is with #2. Lloyd Griffin, we should be locking him up. Schweiderman, I thought about removing him from the board, but I kind of said, you know what, we'll keep him on. How did we have a visit? We won 90-17. How do we just lose? We have 700 points. How did we just go down 695? I'm so confused. It is what it is. Ian Scaife Jr., we're down a little bit here. We're down -30, which seems interesting to me. I don't know how we're down -30 on Scaife Jr. We have 700 points added, and we have more of a bonus than Cal can put, but it's neither here nor there. And then Greg Polk, again, we got plus 485. We're down 2,900 points now. It's kind of getting a little close here. I think once he locks, as long as he doesn't make his decision, we can probably go ahead and break the lock, get in that top little group, and then make a really good play for him with a visit coming up. From a Heisman standpoint, Tyrell Brown really solidified himself as the guy last week. A great performance, being clutch. Honestly, that last touchdown could have went to him, but it was more of a scheme thing, trying to make sure that Kentucky didn't know what we were doing, and it showed that they didn't, so we'll still take that. Zach Lewis, though, is going to move down the board now, threw for 350, 5 touchdowns, and the voters said he plays San Diego State. We don't care. Taylor Reed holds strong at #3. Again, I think he'll still be on this board for a while. Didn't play terrible last week, but didn't really have the ascendant performance we've been seeing from him in the last couple of weeks either. And then from a top 25 standpoint, we have 32 votes now, taking 1 away from Alabama. Whoa, excuse me. Whoa, there was a loss. I'm just now realizing. USC went from 2 to 3. They still won. They won 34-0 and didn't move. Alabama, though, beating #23 Oklahoma gives them enough ammunition to move past USC to be the #2 team now. And they went from 1 vote to 28 votes this week. Are you kidding me? All things overall, I still feel really good about where we are. We are the #1 team. We're in the driver's seat. Even though they beat an Oklahoma team, they played #18 Mississippi this week. So maybe they actually get a chance to usurp us this week, but I don't think they can. And if they do, that's just more bulletin board material for our team. Now, this week with the 3 recruits we have visiting, we got a couple things we got to do. So for Jack Cardila, he wants 4 swatted passes from our secondary, and then also 2 interceptions from our secondary. For our tight end, Ian Scaife Jr., he wants 100 yards passing to the tight end. That one's going to be difficult. And then for Lloyd Griffin, same thing, 4 swatted passes, 2 interceptions. So we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, but expect McBride to get a whole lot of passing yards today. All right, our goal here is to not have the same game as Kentucky unless it's the same exact outcome with us winning, then I'm okay with that. But honestly, with all things considered, I really hope that we can get our backups in the game, get them an opportunity to shine and not have any risk for injury. Look at Tyrell Brown with a great run of 14. Every time Brown has a great run, it's kind of bittersweet because we realize that, you know, he's getting back to his true form, but we also realize there's a chance that this man may be gone after this year too. At the same time, know that Tyrell Brown will do a fantastic job in the GGBFL. Probably a high round draft pick if I had to imagine, but still, We hate to see him leave. Third down, 7 yards to go. Not exactly an ideal start here, but with absolute dot thrown here to Michael Isaacs, laying out like he's Dennis Rodman in the NBA playoffs. Keeping it moving. Tyrell Brown bumps off a couple of guys here. Does still get a positive gain, but nothing crazy. 2nd and 8 here. A crazy throw and catch. Bohm somehow gets that one, but that was a risky one. 1st and goal. Tyrell Brown said, let him cook. He's going to move up the way and gets hit hard by a South Carolina linebacker. One of McMervin's favorite plays, a little goal line toss here. It's been a staple for Cascade Valley, and what an absolute crazy block by 81 on the edge. So here we go. South Carolina's first carry, and I got to be honest, this defensive end right now is not doing it for us. He is missing out on so many opportunities to get a hit on the halfback or quarterback. Another run here. This time, John O'Gamblin, who started off strong in the beginning of last game, has another good start here with a tackle for loss. Bringing the pressure here. What a hit. Samra had nowhere to go in the defense. It's a huge hit against the QB. Our guys again trying to get a little bit of pressure on Samra. He's got all day right now. Finally get some pressure there. Reggie Kraft doesn't even go up. And Gagne, I don't even know how to say his name. 48 yards later, we're in trouble. South Carolina with a new lease on life. They feel good right now. They throw a dot here, and Hawkins is down inside the 5. Lanier and company trying to get a stop. The halfback goes. We miss. We sell, but Gamblin is there. Trying our best to get in the backfield again, but this time we're going to stop him again. 2 different running backs, the same result. They're going to run this one, and now time is going to be good. Mark Mayfield Jr. gets in, and South Carolina, just like that, is even the score. A pretty good effort on defense, but again, it's just the play with Reggie Kraft where he doesn't go up for that football, changes everything. But McBride, who we said needs 100 yards before the game, he's getting some right there. Reed again making adjustments here. Gets him with a play action, goes right underneath to Carnell Killens, who again has been an integral part of this offense this season. Back to the run here. Brown skirting around a little bit. We'll take an 8-yard gain every time. 2nd and short, back to the play action. It's been incredible today. An underneath throw, and Taylor Reed has got to deliver on a pass that wide open. 3rd down, 2 to go. And no blocking puts us in a really tough spot here. A 4th down and 2 to go. Big opportunity here, a 4th down. Coach McMervin opts to go for it. Carnell Killens, reliable hands. Love to see it. Reed staying in shoddy here. Throws one again, and who else but Carnell Killens, who has been killing the routes right now. 1st and goal underneath, and it's Jamin Haycraft. Not a name I thought I was going to be calling in the first half. Reed getting the offense back in check here. Another guy out here, and who else? Mr. Killens. Our guys have been putting in incredible work this past week or two, just trying to get things back to where they should be offensively for Cascade Valley. And look at Taylor Reed getting the big run. Doesn't run a lot, but when he does, it's mostly effective. Back out here looking for the ground game. Don't want to forget about Mr. Tyrell Brown, and he picks up 9 yards on the rush. 2nd and short. Underneath throw. Joe McBride will take any yards we get as we try to get this man to 100 today. Reed under center this time. Sees his tight end is Mr. McBride, and he's just out of bounds a few yards shy of the end zone. Here inside the goal line, trying to keep them honest. Reed dumps one off here to Tyrell Brown. He's easily in the end zone. His first receiving touchdown in way too long. 2nd down again, Reed. A lot of time here. Sees the guy, throws it late, and Patton lurks that one unbelievably well. Back-to-back weeks and an interception for Taylor Reed. Not exactly what you want to see. Big opportunity here. 3rd down to 16. Can Cascade Valley get the stop they know they need? They throw one, and Simmons is there. Number 18 on his career. That is going to put him one shy of Mike Hemphill's school record of 19. Unbelievable effort by Desmond Simmons to get out there and put himself one interception behind the legend Mike Hemphill. 2nd and 9, about 3 minutes left here in the first half. Reed kind of taking his time here and just, again, got to get rid of that one. 3rd down, 9 yards to go. A risky ball, but Jeremiah Butler is there for it. Taylor Reed, 2 tutties and a pick today again. We'll take it every single time. Ideally, you wouldn't want him to turn the ball over, but again, still a young dude who's out here proving that he's one of the best in all of college football. Joe McBride is running people over. He means business today. He said, I see they trying to have someone to come in here, but he ain't me. Now, South Carolina had the ball back, couldn't really do much, so the Rock is going to come back in here for the best team in college football, the number 1 team in the nation, Cascade Valley. Reed up to 3 touchdown passes here in the first half, looking for his 4th one on this drive. A ball that he has to get a little bit further out there. That's a great try, though, by the South Carolina defender. 2nd and 10 here, a little bit of a blitz coming up. The blitz nearly gets to him, and Isaacs with a great juke. Are you kidding me? He's got an opportunity to try to get down there at the end of the end zone, and he's in there. 2nd and inches here for South Carolina. They have an opportunity to try to just Stop the bleeding a little bit, but this defense is coming to play. Squad looking to get another stop here. A lot of time here, and Lanier is just getting torched by Crawford. Sammer's got his team trying to score. They're down a lot, but again, one play at a time is what they're trying to teach their squad. Keeping it locked in here. Samra doesn't have anywhere to go. He's going to get brought down for another sack today. Jesse Rivers is now up to 3 sacks on the afternoon. Call that man a regular right now. But your mother would love him. Donald Gamble trying to get to Samra. Him and Simmons were able to bring him down inbounds. They're trying to go for something quick here. He got an opportunity deep in the end zone. It's Chancellor Allen getting torched. O'Maine Hawkins is going to cut this lead to 35-14. Keeping it moving here in the red zone. A risky ball, and it should not have been thrown. Huseman, the free safety, an incredible talent, is going to get his first interception of the game. And it's a pass that we just cannot throw. 2nd and 11. Samra feels the pressure, and Simmons is going to tie Mike Hemphill. 19 interceptions on his career. The school record has officially been tied. The next one he gets, if he gets one more, will have the record all his. Putting the pressure on them. They're bringing their guys out of the backfield, trying misdirections. It's worked somewhat today. Simmons gets embarrassed after going, oh, no, he doesn't. Are you kidding me? That ball is fumbled. We pick it up, and Cascade Valley and Simmons have the ball right back. So 3rd down to 19, not even looking for the conversion at this point. We're just trying to get McBride involved. He gets the catch. He's got the yards, and that's going to give him the 100 yards we need today to make sure that our recruits are pretty happy. So on a 4th and 13 is going to be a rare kick for Cascade Valley. In a game like this, we'll go ahead and kick one because we want the points for sure. The game is down to its final 4 minutes, and right now, South Carolina just feels like they have an opportunity to, work on something. They're obviously not going to win this game, but they have an opportunity to at least work on something for their next opponent. Sending the heat. Keyshawn Anderson trying to get there. He's going to stop Mayfield Jr. enough to stop him after 1. Sammer's going to send a guy in motion, moving his tight end on the left-hand side. We got guys going out there trying to get to him, and Lanier is going to stop him for a loss of 2. 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Sammer looking for something positive for his squad. Goes underneath. We got guys there. DJ Byers is going to bring him down. So our guys are coming out here looking to get something to finish this game up. They're going with the halfback screen, which I'm going to be honest, our guys didn't even seem aware of, and Chancellor Allen might get cut next year. This man has no awareness. We have absolutely won this game whole-handedly, but the fact that they scored another touchdown means that we are absolutely going to try to score one more touchdown as well. We're also realizing that Tyrell Brown doesn't have over 100 yards rushing today because we kind of have been pretty pass happy. So we're going to try to fix that right now as Tyrell Brown breaks off an 11-yard run. Brown needing only a few yards here to make sure he gets 100 on the day. He's going to find that. Tyrell Brown trying to stretch to the edge. It's not going to be enough for a tutty, but it is going to be enough to give him 100 this afternoon. Reed back under center here. Reed sees something. He's going to go ahead and slide. He makes that 1st down. Brown getting a little bit of a breather. Roderick Johnson stepping up. He's going to fight for 6 yards on that play. And keep in mind, Tyrell Brown has a receiving touchdown. He's got a rushing touchdown. It has been a good game for him overall, but we want to add one more to that list. 19 carries in the afternoon. We're trying to give this man 20. He needs the blocks, and they say he's down at the goal line. We're calling a timeout. Get this man some air. With that being said, you know what looks better than 1 rushing touchdown and 1 receiving touchdown? 2 rushing touchdowns, just like that. And this game was a little bit closer than we ultimately wanted it to be, but still, a Cascade Valley W is all we really care about. Brown, 109 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown. Is it a crazy game? No, but is it enough to keep him on top of the Heisman? We sure think so. Recapping the game stats, Taylor Reed, 22 of 32, 4 tutties, 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions we're not happy about. With almost 400 yards passing, he is the best pure passer we've ever had at Cascade Valley, without a doubt. On the ground, Brown, again, you saw the stats for him. Not a lot for anybody else really out there, but when Brown's cooking like this and the passing game's cooking like that, you ain't got to run too much. On the receiving side, Carnell Killens was that guy. 7 for 127. McBride got the 106 and a tutty. A lot of guys bought out. Isaacs had a crazy play with a tutty. Brown had an easy little touchdown. What I am sad about is Jay Bohm only having 1 reception for 14 yards. But just know that in the future, that won't happen again, because this dude is too talented not to get the ball more, especially in games like this. Defensively, Jesse Rivers played the best game of his career. He was the first-time starter this year, and he balled out today. 6 tackles, 4 for loss, 3 sacks. Call it a regular. That was fantastic effort by him. Gambling out there with 6. Desmond Simmons ties the record with Mike Hemphill now. Officially 19 interceptions on his career at Cascade Valley. The next one he gets, if he gets one more the rest of his career here, which is, again, he's a senior, that means that he will be the single record holder for most interceptions in a career at Cascade Valley. It's crazy to think that somebody could pass Mike Hemphill, but honestly, Simmons, if it wasn't Gibbons or Rodriguez Gibson, it feels like Simmons might be that guy. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.